Hello, everyone. This is Monsef Afkher, and thank you so much for joining us in this new call of your divine uniqueness. Happy to have you with us here, whether on the live or on the replay. And also very excited that Inaya Oakroot is back on the show. She joined us maybe the previous season, or maybe I think the one before. And I was saying like first when I connected with her personally, I really felt the authenticity in her energy that's through which she shares her message and her healing work, and you can feel it's really profound. It comes from the heart, and also we felt this during the first live call with her, and it was very very inspiring, helping us to see maybe beyond the veil, like to understand the nature of the physical experience we are having as humans here on earth, and how can we come back to oneness, to unity consciousness, and within ourselves, and also as a collective. It was very very inspiring call, and I'm very happy that she's back today with us. And today's call is about dualities, hidden agenda. So we'll be discussing that, and she will be sharing about like the state of duality, how it changed on Earth, and how we started to see more separation and like more confrontation between the sides of the duality, and also like we can learn about the true nature of it and how we can like clear the separation and reduce the suffering that we are experiencing on Earth. So yeah, that will be an inspiring call. And also, as always, we will have a Q&A where you can ask her your questions. So as always, if you are on Zoom, you can raise your hand by pressing reactions, then raise hand. On the phone, *9. And also you can type your questions on the chat boxes on Zoom and on YouTube. And if you are new to Inaya, she is an author, vocal sound healer, channeler, and she combines shamanism with Akashic Record readings. And she is a retreat leader and ICF coach. And yeah, so with that, Inaya, welcome back to the show. Happy to have you with us.
Thank you so much, Mansef. And really, your divine uniqueness, it's such a name. It tells so much. I love it because it's really, that is duality. Because it's, we are unique, but we are one. And to see the divinity in us is really the start to, or we can start in many ways, but to come to the divine side of duality that goes through back through oneness and see it on a new angle.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, so for those of our audience who are watching you or listening to you for the first time, I would love if you can tell us a little bit about yourself and your healing work.
Okay. Yeah, I'm Inaya, and I live in Sweden. So I work very much over the net with my healings. So I am vocal sound healer, and I started as an artist, actually, as an artist and tennis coach for 30 years. And then it gone over to be that the art is more, I use it in my retreats to embody and investigate deeper in what can be very abstract. So the art has taken another form just now. And the sound healing came actually from when I wrote my first book, This Creative Existence, Unfolding a New Conscious World. And when I wrote it, it took 3 years, and it just came level by level by level into the heart, the wisdom of the heart. And then I understood also that from the writing, because it's channel, that it's sound is the beginning of everything and the most pure healing that we can do. So I gone into that field. And of course, the shamanic practices are so important for me because it takes us back to being totally connected to Mother Gaia and Earth. And I mean, that is the one importance to come back from this duality that we have really misunderstood and shaped in a way with guilt and shame that isn't appropriate to our divine body and human being. So it's a little bit about me.
Beautiful. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And let's start talking about the subject, about duality and the hidden agenda. Maybe the first question is, how do you see it? Is there like the natural existence of duality, how it should be on Earth, and what happened like through like that we are seeing this separation right now?
Yeah, for me, I see it like we have really divided ourselves from our source, our origin. So with religions and cultures, we have had, like we have to pray to somebody else to get get the feeling of being okay, because we are just born to be guilty in our cultures. And then we have started a duality where we blame each other because we feel blamed, and we start to do it to others. And so we have cultivated inside ourselves and outside ourselves that all wisdom exists from sources outside of ourselves, and we need to read and learn and study in that way. But we are divine beings, and we can connect to source in totally other ways. So the duality has come from seeing us as a split from source. I think it started with Adam and Eve, but in other cultures maybe different, but in the one that I know. And if we see duality in another way, we see that there are oneness, because there are a sweet spot of us being in a totally combination of yin yang, of our feminine and masculine, in totally stillness, and that is oneness for me. And if we just see what yin yang is, it's an ecstatic combination, it's ecstatic dance between two counterparts that really loves each other. And the darkness is, as we see the feminine and the, I also, it's darkness is actually pure potential and the beginning of life. And from this darkness, being there for eons of time, it like self-created light. The protons, if you say it in chemistry, the protons and the hydrogen started to create light, and the light started to see that pure potential and start to integrate with it, and they are like lovers, and it's really the field of that. And when we are in oneness, it's like they are like in a still point where no one of them are more powerful than the other, and they are still together, like we are in an ecstasy. And when they expand instead of a split, when we see it as expansion, it comes like two counterparts that has vibrant energy between them of love. So that is our birth of duality that we have misused. So if we see that, if you see like a sacred geometry, and like in the top you have oneness, and it's expanded into a feminine part and a masculine part that is all creation, all living things. Then we see, as when they are there in attraction with each other, this triangle between them is filled with love. And this triangle is love is actually, is the creation itself. So when we have taken as a split, we have like straight line, also in a triangle, but in a straight line where we are putting against each other, like that. And there we are actually in a field of totally bewildering. we have no safe place there. So we have started to expand the triangle in a very dangerous way instead of the one. So the hidden agenda for me, it's really the pure agenda, that to expand the triangle into the love that it's created for. And actually, if we see Nikola Tesla, and there we can see the number 3 that it's self-creating. A tetrahedron is a 3, and when it's coming into its fractal, it's 27 more triangles. So it's self-pollinating the triangle, and that's why it's the fire, the energy of fire. And when we see it as love, it's mega creative, that where we can create our lives. And when we see it as some, that is split, then it's the opposite. Then we have multiply of energy of suffer and grief and judgment towards ourselves first, because we feel that we are not good enough. We feel separated, and we have always others to blame, because it's make us feeling that we are not that bad, maybe. So, well, I think that's my answer.
Thank you very much. So it's so this is like my understanding about oneness and unity consciousness. It's not about seeing my understanding from what you just shared is not about seeing like the dark and the light as two separate aspects, but more about like interconnected. That creates the one, and we can experience that oneness within when we accept both, maybe.
Yeah, and for me, I believe that we have so much to heal from the paradigm that we have lived in, and then we can reverse the duality. That what we judge, we can put in one side and really heal it through the new way of duality. So it's a way to come back to oneness, is to heal duality with the other part of duality, the other side of the coin. And oneness is like the entrance point of everything. But actually, it's when it's expanded, it's where we are the creative beings that we are born to be. So duality has a very important role. It's not like we can go back into oneness and just be there. Of course we can, because it's a healing place. It's a starting place for divinity. But we are here on earth in material world, where we build houses, can create so much beauty together in cooperation with nature and with each other and with animals and everything, if we just have another worldview and not the worldview of being separated. So oneness is for me like a spot to come back to all the time, and then go into the real, the pure duality, and then come back to oneness again. It's like a breath for me.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like how to say, we come back to that center. It's like to recharge, or like to come back to that still point, and from there where we are in the world and share that state of being with others. But then when we feel overwhelmed, we come back to the center again.
And to come back to the center can be very hard, but it's so easy if we can use the divine duality, because it makes us come back there into alignment with our mind and heart and body. So it's not a simple thing. If we are feeling separated, to come into a place where we just surrender into oneness It's so I feel that it's a fast route of healing to go through divine duality. And well, sound is fantastic. Also our own voices. Everyone's voices is a healing tool for everyone. We can never say that it's a bad voice, or it's just the perfect frequency for this person that owns the voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So yeah, so my next question is about how to come back to that point of stillness, especially like now the things are going fast, are changing fast, and sometimes we feel like we need to keep up with this, and it's faster than we are used to. So
Yeah.
how can we move through that change while we are in the center?
Yeah. First of all, we need to start to acknowledge our energy field surrounding us, that is also us, that we are not only our physical body, but we have this sacred space surrounding us. And I feel, when to come into this still point, it's so much about acceptance. It's like, I can say for myself, because I lived in hidden address and I had a life where I really had to come out of this relation that I had, but I was like hunted from that person, so I had to uncord myself from that person. And to do that, I had to disconnect of any judgment, of any feeling of imbalance with that person. And it doesn't mean that I accept what this person did, but it is as saying, okay, this is reality. I accept that this is reality. And now I live from this reality. So acceptance is more accepting life as it is, because there is a pure starting point to come into stillness. If we have, any feeling of yeah, because it's all about actually accepting. If there are war around us, if someone is making us very bad, it's everything is to just see that this is the reality just now. I have my idea of myself, and I want to keep it light and pure for myself. And then you start to have you start to be able to create from that very reality that you live in, and not from a dream world of that it should be somewhere else or something else, because from there we cannot create anything, and we cannot come to a still point because we are filled of so much separation of duality ourselves, to say this is bad and who that is not all right. And so first of all, it's the present energy of feeling, okay, this is reality. I accept that this is reality, however it is. And from here, I take this first step, because my inner self tells me that this is the most pure for me to do, to be, to have some self-love, or, to be there. There are so many aspects. So everyone has their path, Some people have quite enough of self-love to do it, and some people have to start with a self-love, because that is the origin. To be in the still point is to be, loving to be inside yourself. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel that that is very helpful, because also in when we have challenges in the daily life, sometimes we feel like disempowered, or maybe the physical reality has power over us, and we start taking decision out of fear or out of victimhood. But when we come back, our practice coming back to the center, like you mentioned, it's like we see what is happening from a sovereign state of being, like we are the creators, and it's the reality is just a play we are playing, and that can change at any moment.
Yes, and there are so much more happening than what the news want us to be afraid of, and you know, everything that is like bombarding us. And if we just look outside and we see so much beauty, and the beauty will build up ourselves to be able to come through in the way, a unique way that we have in our path.
And also another question is, when we want to create a change in the world, but also like we feel that our action alone, it can't really create the big change in the collective level, and we feel like it can create some kind of disappointment or anger within us. So how do you see our impact on the collective shift that we're experiencing, and how can we deal with those like events that we can't really impact quickly?
The ones that have made family constellation have experienced the field that everyone knows about, even though we haven't been there, and we can act a role of a person that we didn't know anything about, and it's exactly what this person something happened in that person's history. So what we can see also is an energy field. It contain if we see this yin yang energy, this energy is all around us. It's a creative energy surrounding us, that is protons and hydrogen, that is totally in the air and everywhere. And all frequencies are, like in the library, as I work in Akashic Records also, it's stored in this library of everything that have happened, and we can tap into anything into it. And if there is a field and we tap into it, it's expand all the field. So it's like if you have a tune like it will interact with all that same tunes and awaken it wherever on the around our globe. So we are so connected in our in the web surrounding Earth, and every frequency is always appealing same frequencies. I don't know if it's an answer that is feeling clear. But what we tap into, we awaken, and our energy field. When we are fully in meditation or in a sacred energy, our field, the light of our field, is so expansive. And it's also because we are not alone on Earth. We have all that planetary help and then connectiveness. So when we have this deep energy of light, and also just sending out one signal and not lots of distraction of different ideas and different thoughts, but one, and have this light, we connect to frequencies that are so much more strong than we are. So it's also, we must see, or it's beautiful to see that we are connected not only to all in Earth, but all in our cosmos. And of course, we have a body that is very much in density, so we can land so much of the frequencies that are not living in density. And guides and whatever we are connected to of higher realms, they can be in higher realm because they don't have this body, and because they are not living in time and space. But they can use us as a potent body, deliver higher consciousness on earth. So it's always a cooperation, everything.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. So yeah, this is a reminder that we are not meant to do it all alone, because many times we feel like it's our own responsibility alone, but it's a co-creation, and like the energetic realm, like the unseen realm, it's much more powerful than sometimes we may think.
I sometimes play with a friend of mine that we sit and have telepathic communication, just to to start to be prepared if internet will not work any day and we live far away from each other. And it's incredible how much we just get what the other is sending. We are like one sending one day and the other another day, and then we sit and then we write what we felt and what came in, and it's incredible. It's fantastic. It's also very, very good play if we want to, be more comfortable with our intuition.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. And do you feel it's the right timing for the group process, or is there something you'd like to share before? Okay.
No, that's fine.
Okay, thank you.
So I will invite you to a meditation, because meditation is the place where we start to be interconnected. It's a place where our mind doesn't judge, because we experience and embody what we are doing or sitting with. So meditation is not always just to be stillness, but I will invite you to the field around us, to feel it, to the vertical breath, and to the still point. And the expansion of that one will be into Divine Duality, but I think it will take a long time today. So I see where we stop. So I invite you just to close your eyes. Just take some deep breaths. Feel that you're comfortable where you are, preferable with your feet on the ground and straight back. And now I invite you to go with your consciousness in the center of your head. Just to be there. Feel that you're with your consciousness in the center of your head. And breathe there. And from here, you can start to feel how you're surrounded with your own energy, surrounding yourself. Feel how the brain and mind have an energy field surrounding it. Now I invite you to go down with your consciousness, down to your heart. And the silver line, the light that connected heart and mind or brain, it's a silver line where you start to breathe through. You created a breath line there. Still with your consciousness in your heart, and you just breathe between your mind and your heart. Establish that vertical energy. Invite you to feel your heart, the warmth in your heart, something that you love, something that you really care about, and expand your heartfulness from there, still with a vertical breath between your heart and your mind. You can take in the sun in your heart and feel its enormous, powerful torus of explosive and implosive energy. Like a golden light, Still vertical breath between your mind and your heart. Now you can expand your heart, felt like surrounding you as far as you can keep out your hands, or even further to the walls in your rooms if you're sitting in a room. Still with a vertical breath, and now experience the field surrounding you. Experience your sacred space of yourself. And you can feel how your body already have started to vibrate because of the energy field that has been expanded. So the vertical breath is extended from the brain through the heart and down to the bottom of your spine. You breathe there for a while, still with your consciousness in your heart. And now you extend your breath to go through your legs, through the soles of your feet, and down 20 centimeters below your feet. Here's an earth chakra where you can anchor yourself and feel how this nourishment from Mother Earth, from Gaia, from all this pure energy of nourishment and creation goes through your feet and up through your legs and nourish all your cells in your body. Feel how you can be there and let her energy expand herself out to the fingertips, up to this core of your crown, of your head. Still with your consciousness in your heart. Now the vertical breath goes up through your body, all through your body, up through your crown, and land 20 centimeters above your head, and there you connect to your higher self. Still with your consciousness in your heart, you can feel how it's like this cerebrospinal fluid, it's expanding like a shower out from your higher self down through to all the cells in your body, into the mitochondrion, into every place of your cells, and how your cells communicate with infrared light. You can feel the communication ecstatically expanding within this breath. So continue with your vertical breath and your consciousness in your heart. And now you can go even further down through your legs, soles of your feet, and down to the core of the central of earth. You can feel how all these minerals, all these powerful energies of Gaia is communicating with all the universe, and it's Gaia's sacred beauty of the same wisdom, but with nourishment for our body, our human body. So let it come in even stronger into your body, still with your consciousness in your heart. And now go up even further until the central sun, into the core of creation, where everything started. And just feel the bliss of being connected. And now you're a conduit between two poles that are so powerful, and they connected in your heart, make a vertical line, but also a horizontal. So we are in middle spot of creation. So now just land in the heart, still breathing in the vertical breath. And just be there, because it's there between your heart and solar plexus, about that you have your creation spot where your higher self communicate through, and where you have your divine spot of self. Just be there. Breathe the stillness of being in connection, held, safe, and in so great beauty. And this is a still point where all healing take place. Start from here, the self-healing of your organisms starting, because everything wants to come back to its origin. It's all the same way for the cells to come there. We just need to open ourselves to receive. Be there in the still point and breathe and surrender that you are so much bigger than this 3D individual person, because you are all the universe, and you are able to create from this spot a new life wherever you are in your life just now. Just be here for a while. Just feel the nourishment and the beauty of being in this stillness, this oneness that is the start of your new era of divine duality, where we can come to the interplay between yin and yang in our own way, with our own inner intention that we all are born with. Just be here a little bit more. And you know that you always can come back here, and then Monsef has also a replay that you can come back to if you don't remember it by yourself or have the frequency to come there by yourself. And within 3 deep breaths, I invite you to just touch your body a little bit, ground yourself, and when you're ready, open your eyes. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That was a very empowering meditation.
Thank you.
Yeah, I really love the space you created and how you guided us. I really felt like the immensity of who we are, and
yeah, truly.
it's because sometimes we worry about things that are happening, but yeah, from that state of being, they look like very, very small.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
And everyone, we'd love to hear your feedback. You can type it on the chat boxes on Zoom and also on YouTube. And Catherine, sure, thank you. That was a lovely journey.
Thank you.
Megan, thank you so much. So beautiful. And yeah.
Oh, my sadness disappeared. Thank you,
Oh, that's
Tanya.
nice.
That's so beautiful to hear.
That's nice. Yeah, we will start taking questions in a few minutes. So a reminder to everyone, you can raise your hand by pressing reactions, then raise hand on Zoom. If you want to talk to Inaya and ask your question, and also star 9 on your phone, and you can type your question on the chat boxes on Zoom and YouTube. Yeah, Joshua, thank you. Expansive and peaceful.
Oh, thank you so much, Joshua.
Yeah, and so yeah, Inaya, I would love if we can take a few minutes to talk about the program you are offering, and for those of our audience who would like to work with you through the program or the one-on-one, And I invite everyone to visit the link yourdivineuniqueness.com/Inaya, yourdivineuniqueness.com/Inaya, INAYA. Or you can click on the special offer button, which is on the live events page, later on the replay page. The link also on YouTube video description and the chat boxes on Zoom and YouTube. So Inaya, can you please tell us more?
Can you just tell me about the the ones, and I can explain them more?
So
of course. Because I'm just so much in the here and now, and I forgot.
I love that. So package A includes 60 minutes one-on-one vocal sound healing session, and unfolding the ebook, unfolding awakening to your pure potential.
So of course we start with your intention of being there, and from there we go with it. I mean, I have so many tools. So my core interest is to find the place where your safe place and your connection to life has the best expansion. So sound is a very, very a good way also that I teach some sounds that can be very good for as a mantra or coming back to elevate the energy of a person. But they are so different, all of them. And the ebook is about a progress of divine duality and how we can enter it.
Beautiful, thank you. And package V includes the same ebook plus remote soul realignment cleansing in the Akashic Records and 60 minutes one-on-one follow-up session. So having this soul realignment reading, it's going up in the Akashic Records where all are stored, and actually everything that we have like is keeping us in grief or keeping us in feeling separated or everything. It's just that we have still a connection to that energy. So the simple thing is actually that I ask where the original of this soul is, and we can I also give the information about all the background of this soul's realignment, this soul's origin, and then we come to just release blockages. It's like cutting the cord in the fifth dimension of this energy that is not serving us any longer. And it used to come like 2-3 patterns, or maybe 4 sometimes, because it's always patterns. Because if we just heal one thing, we can be sure that it has been created so much more. So we need to see all the thread of everything and take them in the same pattern. And when we heal those patterns, we get a boost of new energy. So because of that, I always ask people how they want to be in 6 months, so they have a new direction and don't repeat the old stories that are not in the energy field any longer. So it's about like that. Thank you. And package C include the same remote soul realignment cleansing in the Akashic Records and the same ebook, plus which is new is 3 60-minute one-on-one Divine Duality sessions, and also a coupon, a discount of 10% of any retreats or session.
So it is. Good that you know. I'm just happy to share.
Thank you very much, Inaya. Very grateful to you to be able to share your time and to work with our audience through this program, and be able to work one-on-one with you and everyone. So I invite you to sign up to one of these 3 packages, and again you can find them on the link yourdivineuniqueness.com/Inaya, yourdivineuniqueness.com/Inaya, INAYA. Or you can click on the special offer button, which is on the live events page, later on the replay page. The link also on YouTube video description and the chat boxes on Zoom and YouTube.
And thank you for your feedback, Jonna. Thank you also. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's also a question here. The chilling sensations of the body during the meditation, what are they telling?
Well, they are your individual story, that what they are telling. So the chilling sensation can have so different origins. But the chilling sensation it's always an activation. It's an activation of that energy that wants to be, because it's in a meditation, that wants to come up and be act on, or being seen, or being releasing. Sometimes it's just a big release that wants to come, and sometimes it's kind of come up something that is hard to feel, and then it's also to be seen. Every sensation that is sent from our body is because the body hasn't been listened to from our mind, from our willpower. And we always need to, as the shamans do, or the queers do, always, there are no willpower without the heart. We cannot have a real willpower without the heart, that if we want it to be healing for us. Willpower without the heart is always destroying things for us. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Inaya.
Thank you.
And thank you also, Ioana, for your question.
Yeah.
And let's see. Tanya, can you please unmute yourself?
Hello, everyone. I'm still in the state of meditation.
That's great.
I feel so peaceful. Thank you. My question is, because I'm a Gemini, my mind sometimes is scattered, and I studied so many different things, because I wanted to know this and that and that and everything. So it's sometimes difficult for me to choose how really I can do that ripple effect if I wanted to make difference in the world. I mean, by helping people who will help other people and who will have other people. So what is my kind of biggest talent or biggest call? If you could tell me, please. Because
I tune into it. Actually, I'm also a Gemini, just saying it. June 13.
I'm May 30th.
Yep.
So we are little, yeah.
I tap into your field. And yeah, I feel a very high activity in your field that actually creates, that's why you can't see what your specialty is, because it's like you are always in motion. So the energy field is like it's like a boat, a big boat going on the ocean, and you want to go in another direction, but it's still going, so for me, I will say that the counterpart of that energy is so much it's so much joy and willingness. And if you just accept to be in stillness for a while, this joy and this beauty of this multicolor of all what you have in your field, it will start to plant seeds, and you will see yourself. So the first is really not to be busy. No business.
Okay.
That's what I say.
Yeah. I should meditate more often, I think, because especially for Gemini, we need, I think,
But
to
you know, if you
ground
just start to
ourselves.
have it as a morning practice, it's so important. In our societies, we have had no ceremonies and no different landing points, and not even going from one meeting to another, and we don't go and zero ourselves into next meeting. We're just rushing between things, and it doesn't work. So just starting to have some discipline to create like 10 minutes in the morning to do some sort of practice that goes like a mantra, that you do the same until it comes like something that you're really craving for doing. We need to, establish some landing points, and to do the meditation in the morning, and to land in the evening, to be in gratitude to what we have lived through. It's a great and very simple ceremony to do, and also land between work, if we have a work, or in the midday, to just land ourselves. So it's like having 3 spots of landing spots. It's a discipline first, and then it just gets so much better and better.
Discipline is my weak point.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, I have to start.
But that is just to, discipline is so important to be in fluid. To be in fluid. It's a balance point between them. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Appreciate your answers. Thank you for your help.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you again.
Thank you, Tanya. And also thank you, Inaya, for the guidance. And let's see, we have Sue on the phone. Can you please unmute yourself?
Hello, Monaset.
Hello.
Thank you for taking my call. Hi, Nana. How are you?
Hi, Sue. I'm fine. How are you?
You very good. My question is, I'm curious. If you go, because you were talking about the Akashic Records, if you go back in the Akashic Records, and patterns do come up in every lifetime, if you clear those patterns, will they also be cleared in your present timeline, which is like now?
Right. Yes. Yes. It's the same energy, and as we tap into an energy, we are coded to it. And when we have it from past lifetimes, they are coming with us, with landing on this karmic earth. So when we leave this body, we don't have them any longer, because they are inside our genetic DNA. But when we clear it this time, or other lifetime, we clear it in all the frequency of the same.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering.
Yeah.
If that clears also in this timeline.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. That's what I was curious about.
Yeah, it's just so simple, actually. When we just have another ideal word, another worldview, life is not that complicated that we have created.
Yes, you're right. It isn't.
No.
I'll have to check into that.
Yeah, it's a beauty. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you, Monaset, and blessings to both of you.
Thank you so much. Your warm heart.
Yeah. Thank you, Inaya.
Thank you.
Also, and Megan, she wrote Gemini here as well, and has a twin sister. Easy to get stuck in the mind and duality. Can forget to ground and meditate instead of trying to understand and study everything. And Joshua, can you tap into my Akashic Records and let me know what my records keepers are saying for me to work on regarding starting my career as a musician and sound healer? I seem to sometimes judge my voice and music, ready to release these judgments and shame. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, every sound is beautiful when it comes from the heart, and our mind is the one judging. So connect your always do this connection, make this connection with your heart and your mind, and the judgment will not be there. It's like a friend of mine told that when he was holding a speech, first he was so nervous, but then he saw that if we were just so engaged in his subject, he stopped being nervous because engagement comes from the heart. So then he didn't think about, the presentation, if it's good or not. It's just engagement and wonder. Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Joshua, for your question. And also thank you, Inaya. And Ioana, she wrote, how to open my heart and how to start feeling my feelings again.
Oh, dear Ioana. Oh, I feel a deep sorrow in that question. Your heart is always there. It's renew your cerebrospinal fluid every heart breath, and it's always there. It's always there as you live. And just going into maybe this meditation that I now did with you, or just look at what you feel is beautiful. I also had, when I was in really, really bad condition, I didn't have any happiness of anything, and I didn't feel that I was, it's okay to have self-love because I judged myself so much at that time. And then I actually scheduled for myself to do things that I knew that I loved before, that I liked to do before. So I schedule myself to just do what I liked before, even though I don't like it. So that can also be something to remember times and what made me happy at that time, made me heartful. And when you just know what the surrounding and you can create that surrounding again, start to come back, life start to come back, because not connecting to our heart is like, for me, not having a life really. So I'm really happy if you come back to that. I'm very happy for that.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much, Inaya, and also thank you, Ioana, for your question and sending much love. Inaya, before we complete the session today, would you like to share any message for our audience?
Ah, yes. I can see the first message is that it's a messy word and it's so fast coming, so many things just now. And it's because it's on a peak to next vibration of beauty and so much will really be hard for us. But if we just have the trust that if we just go inside and live and expand our beauty and heal ourselves from judgment, we will be in a paradigm that is not at all as it is just now, and not what it has been for thousands of years. It's a new word that is on its way birthing, and that's why so much is falling apart. So that's maybe my message. Don't follow too much of the information that called to be the news, because there are news everywhere that is not manufactured to have us believe and stay in fear. That's what I will say. That's most important, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, really, I love this message. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for everything, for the support you offer to our callers, for the
Thank
guidance
you.
you shared with us today. It was very inspiring. And also, I loved the meditation. Really loved it. So thank you very much, Inaya.
Thank you so much, all of you, and yeah, myself. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And yeah, always a pleasure to have you here with us on the call. And Joshua, he wrote, thank you, grateful. And
Thank
Tanya,
you
she
so
wrote,
much.
thank you.
Thank
So
you.
yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for being here with us today, sharing with us this space and time, sharing with us your beautiful energies. And again, you can sign up for one of the packages, 3 packages that Inaya is offering to us on the link on the chat boxes on Zoom and YouTube, and also the link on YouTube video description and on the live events page and the replay page. And it is yourdivineuniqueness.com/Inaya, INAYA. And Megan, Charlotte, thank you both so much. Love your book cover. Excited to be introduced to your work.
Thank you, Megan.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And yeah, so with that, everyone, I'm sending you so much love, and I will see you on the next call. Bye-bye, everyone.
So much love.